The 2024 Men's and Women's USA Curling National Championships goes down in a mall here at the American Dream at the Meadowlands in New Jersey. And when you think about the sport of curling, you don't really think about the Northeast, but some of the best curlers in the country, they're right here in the New York and New Jersey metro area.
I started curling probably around 7 or 8. My dad did it, and his father, my grandfather, did it, so that's kind of where it started, and it was passed all the way down to me.
I got into it through my dad and his extended family at first. They're from the Midwest, so it's a bit more popular out there. But then when I really got into it was due to one of our competitors here, Andrew Stapera. We grew up in the same town together, and he's a bit older than me, and he was already doing it at a competitive level, so I kind of followed in his footsteps a little bit and learned from him.
Me and then my brother, who's also out here this week, him and I were just right from the get-go curlers, you know, curling on the ice at I started when I was 4, so I mean I wasn't getting it down the ice, but I was out there trying at least.
Local curlers Andrew Stapera, Danny Casper, and Allison Howell all got their start in the sport at a young age. The 3 athletes shared with me their love for curling and their excitement to compete at the U.S. Championships at a unique venue right in their backyard.
I think that's the most exciting part about being here is especially when I heard it was in New Jersey, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait to get back to my stomping ground. So I was like, I can't wait to see everyone and just all the support. I can't thank it enough.
Yeah, I mean, this event is what you strive for growing up, playing at this event and winning this event. And it's never been out in the East Coast. It's usually in Minnesota somewhere, Wisconsin, or out in the Midwest where a lot more curling is. So obviously that's unique in itself, but me being from here is really exciting. I'm going to have a ton of people come to watch. Yeah, it's really cool. I mean, we haven't played in a mall before, but I think the interesting thing about it is, like you said, curling, there's only so many curling fans, but you have it in a mall like this and people walking by just happen to notice and maybe get intrigued and stop and watch for a few minutes, and that's another good way to grow the sport and get more people on board.
It'd be great to have more stuff out here like this. When my dad won, it was in Philly, which is not as close as this, but it was pretty close, and to have the whole crowd, I'll never forget 2,000 people in the arena all cheering for him and his team. That was really special, so I'm hoping that it'll be the same here, and I would love to see more events like this here just to be home. It's nice to be home.
It's all about the growth of the game, and the curlers competing here at American Dream at this beautiful rink, they believe that having the event here can absolutely help grow the game. Now, speaking of growing the game, can someone like me, who's never curled before, hasn't happened before, could I learn to curl? Well, the professionals, they think so, and there's one that took some time out to teach me. All right, so I'm here with Cody Clouser. He is a professional curler. He's competing here at the U.S. National Championships, and he's going to show me how to curl. I don't think it's easy, Cody. I respect what you do. I know it's not easy, but one of the concerns I always hear is that people might be afraid of falling on the ice. How afraid should I be of falling? I don't want to get embarrassed.
So I will warn you, ice is slippery.
Yeah.
And that's always the first thing people say. They step on and they go, oh, it's slippery. And so be ready, but it's not as slippery as ice you find in a parking lot or anything like that. It's going to be a little easier than that. You're going to be just fine once we get you going.
And just take me through a bit. What are you going to show me in terms of the basics and what we're going to do here today?
Absolutely. So the basics of curling, there's 2 main components. There is throwing the stone. So we're going to teach you how to deliver from the hack, throw that stone down the sheet, and then there's sweeping is the other component. That's the thing you see on TV. The one with the brooms, what are they doing? Sweeping is the other big one. We're going to teach you how to do that too.
Okay, this is good. I feel like when I'm done with this, I'm going to be close to you.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to compete against you.
Ready to jump out there.
Ready to jump out there, compete for the national championship.
If we need a sub, we'll get you in there.
He's supposed to be one of the best teachers. Let's see how it's done.
Let's do it. What we're going to do is we're going to go nice and slow, get this foot here, and then you're going to give me a big push with that back leg.
So make sure I get that left foot first in front of me.
Exactly.
Underneath, and then get that push from my right.
Yep, you got it.
So I'm thinking about going into a lunge position from here.
Yes, 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 yes. You got it. You got it. Extend this foot for me a little bit. Perfect. That is the curling slide.
Okay, but see, that was progress because I thought about it going to a lunge position. I got it. I can get closer to that line. I'm pretty sure.
Let's for sure. You get.
Well, you said I'm not leaving until I do. So, all right.
Perfect. Give it a good push. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Corey, I want to ask you because I think when people look at different sports, they're like, is this person an athlete, is or not? What kind of athlete does well in curling? Is there a certain body type, a certain height, weight? Is there a certain kind of athlete that does well in curling?
Gotcha. So I wouldn't say there's a perfect body type for it. When you're bigger, you definitely get a lot of leverage on the broom for sweeping, but all around, there's a lot of different muscles involved with curling. When you're sliding, it's really important that you have control over how fast you're sliding. If you want to throw big weight, you got to have really strong legs. So that's all coming from the leg drive and how strong your legs are. But when it comes to sweeping, you're using your chest and your core a lot. So that's going to involve propping yourself up using your core and generating the power using your chest. So when it comes to sweeping and throwing, it uses pretty much your whole body. And then, of course, you're sweeping through a 2.5 hour long game. There's some cardio involved too. So you got to make sure you're running and doing all that as well. The way sweeping works is there's two main components to sweeping: the speed in which you're moving that broom head and the amount of weight you're getting onto the broom head. So you can see some people, they'll go, moving it really fast, but you can see that their weight is not on it. My weight is in my hips right now. Whereas if I go like this, almost slipped. Now you're getting all that.
Your chest.
Exactly, getting all that weight on the broom, involving your chest, and then it's a matter of getting both the weight and the speed, and that's the challenge. How's it feel? You getting more used to it? Got a sweep, got a sweep. I didn't put it in the house for you. A very nice center guard, if I say so for myself.
You were never too far off. So that wasn't bad. Good stuff.
Good stuff.
There we go. We got a handshake right.
You gonna join curling now?
I think so.
You got the Brooklyn Curling Club.
The Brooklyn Curling Club just north of me.
Yep.
I think we got to enjoy it. All right. Well, I survived the curling lesson. I didn't do too badly for first-time curler. Only fell once. That is an accomplishment in itself. Had a great time, great workout. If you enjoyed what you saw and want to come out and see some curling, you can do it here. U.S. National Championships going down from January 29th through the 4th of February. That's it from the rink at the American Dream. I'm Dexter Henry.